For many years, China has surprised scientists with unusual discoveries buried underground. During several excavations, researchers have found strange things, bones that don't match any known animal, not even dinosaurs, and ancient bodies thousands of years old that still have skin and flesh. One of the scientists leading these investigations is Professor Yang Qiaolin. In 1978, he created a special research team called Post 749 in the Kunlun Mountains. Their mission is to uncover the truth behind these mysterious findings. By 1979, Hu Baiyi, a young soldier, is working at one of the excavation sites. The work is extremely tiring, and sometimes he collapses from exhaustion. But Yang Ping, the professor's daughter, always helps him recover and encourages him. From the first moment he met her, Baiyi felt a strange sense of familiarity, as if he had known her for a long time. Their closeness creates jealousy in Baiyi's friend, Kang Sun. One day, after the team retrieves a massive skull belonging to an unknown creature, the cave suddenly starts shaking. Moments later, it explodes, destroying the entire camp. The soldiers, led by Officer Han Ju Yang, prepare for battle, thinking something dangerous is coming out of the cave. But only Professor Yang and a few workers emerge, shaken but alive. Even though the camp is ruined, the situation isn't a total failure. The explosion has revealed a new hidden path inside the mountain. A special team is quickly formed to explore it, and Professor Yang is assigned to lead them. Yang Ping immediately volunteers to join, and Hu Baiyi quickly does the same. Seeing this, Kang Sun volunteers as well. They enter the cave and follow the new passage until they reach a massive drop. Carefully, they climb down the chasm and notice small flying creatures around them. At first they look like butterflies. After reaching a frozen platform and descending through another deep opening, they arrive in a cave filled with strange fossils no one has ever seen before. Eventually, the group finds an exit that leads them out through a different mountain. There, Professor Yang tells Baiyi about an ancient legend. Somewhere in this region lies the entrance to a forgotten kingdom linked to secret government history. Before Baiyi can ask more, the soldiers call out with an urgent discovery: a giant paw print in the snow. While Officer Han and his men set up a secure gate at the cave entrance, Professor Yang and a few researchers follow the trail of the prints, hoping to find the massive creature. But the first creatures they come across are the flying ones from earlier. Looking closely, the team realizes they aren't butterflies at all. They are strange, bat-like creatures unlike anything they have ever seen. As the tiny bat-like creatures swarm around the soldiers, they seem harmless at first. Nothing happens when they land on jackets or sleeves. But when one soldier grabs a bat with his bare hand, everything changes. His body suddenly bursts into bright blue flames, burning so fast that only his bones remain. Panic spreads. The soldiers try shooting into the air to scare the bats away, but some are still burned alive before the creatures retreat. The loud gunshots frighten the giant beast nearby. It turns around quickly, and its movement triggers a massive avalanche. Snow rushes down the mountain, forcing the group to run for their lives. Many soldiers are swallowed by the snow. Eventually, the survivors reach a cliff and have no choice but to jump. Before they leap, Professor Yang ties Hu Baiyi and Yang Ping together with a rope. The two fall, but the rope catches on a chunk of ice. They swing back and forth until the friction cuts through the rope, sending them down into the darkness. Months later, Hu Baiyi, still haunted by that moment, remembers not knowing how he survived the fall, especially when so many others died after hitting the sharp ice below. When he wakes up at the bottom of the abyss, only 4 people remain: Hu Baiyi, Professor Yang, Yang Ping, and Kang Sun. They gather whatever supplies they can find and light torches to continue exploring. Soon, they discover a massive underground cave. Inside stands a tall tower surrounded by ancient ruins. Professor Yang identifies it as the sacred palace of Kunlun, a place he has spent years searching for. According to legend, the tower has 9 levels, each sealing away dangerous demon creatures. Professor Yang kneels in respect and lights a candle on what appears to be an altar. The flame shoots up unnaturally tall, and suddenly countless bats appear, circling the tower in a red glow. The professor tells Hu Baiyi and Yang Ping to approach the tower door. When they hold hands and walk toward it, the door opens and begins to shine. A bright light forms at the top of the tower, releasing strange spirits into the air. But everything stops when Kang Sun blows out the candle, refusing to take part in opening the gates of evil. The cave begins to collapse. Rocks fall, and the bats return, attacking again. Kang Sun sacrifices himself, staying behind so the others can escape. The bats burn him with their blue fire, and when his body explodes, it destroys many of them. Still, plenty of bats remain and chase after the remaining 3 explorers. Hu Baiyi, Professor Yang, and Yang Ping reach an opening behind a waterfall, but there is nowhere else to go. The bats catch up. Hu Baiyi tries to fight them with a torch, but one bites him, and his shoulder bursts into blue flame. Without thinking, Yang Ping pushes him off the cliff into the waterfall to put out the fire. Then she and her father jump after him. Hu Baiyi and Yang Ping finally meet underwater, but before they can reach each other, a huge dinosaur-like creature appears. It pushes Hu Baiyi away and grabs Yang Ping in its jaws, dragging her into the darkness. Heartbroken, Hu Baiyi struggles to the surface and eventually finds his way back to the base through the freezing cold. His shoulder wound is treated, and Officer Han informs him they have recovered every body, except Yang Ping's and the professor's. Hu Baiyi ends up being the only one who survives. Exhausted and hopeless, he decides to leave this dangerous life behind and return home. While traveling by train, he keeps imagining Kang's son sitting beside him. Each time the vision disappears, he feels even more empty. When the train stops near a rural station, Hu Baiyi is picked up by his new employer, Mr. Wang, without knowing that Officer Han and scientist Chen Dong are searching for him. It is now 1982. Hu Baiyi starts a quiet job at Mr. Wang's library, enjoying a peaceful routine. One day during lunch, Mr. Wang takes him to a small local restaurant. There, Hu Baiyi is shocked to see his childhood friend Wang Kaixuan working as an entertainer. Hu Baiyi suspects Mr. Wang arranged this meeting on purpose. While organizing books in the library, Hu Baiyi discovers a research journal belonging to Professor Yang. Inside is a drawing of a demon tower. He realizes that opening the tower was always the professor's true goal, and the professor knew that only Hu Baiyi and Yang Ping had the power to do it, which is why he tried to protect them. Meanwhile, at post 749, the search team finds a coffin. Inside it lies a living woman who looks exactly like Yang Ping, but she calls herself Shirley. She has strange, uncontrollable powers and remembers nothing about Yang Ping. For safety, the team keeps her under careful watch while they try to help her. Back at the library, Hu Baiyi keeps receiving more of Professor Yang's books, with specific pages marked for him to study. Encouraged by Wang Kaixuan, he becomes obsessed with the legends. Months of research reveal that long ago, there existed a race that was part demon and part human, the true owners of the Demon Tower. They once guarded the tower, but 10,000 years ago, humans rose up against the demons. The hybrid race disappeared from Earth. But Hu Baiyi still doesn't know why he and Yang Ping could open the tower, why the professor wanted it open, or who keeps sending him the books. 3 years later, in 1985, Officer Han receives startling news: Professor Yang has been found alive, hiding in a mountain cave. At the same time, in West China, Oil City is attacked by giant mysterious beasts. They crush everything in their path, leaving the city in ruins. Professor Yang tells Officer Han that these creatures appeared because the tower was opened, and he heads to the site to investigate. Meanwhile, Hu Baiyi's shoulder scar begins to act up. During a doctor's visit, his name enters the system, revealing his location to Officer Han. Later, Scar burns intensely, and suddenly Hu Baiyi's body unleashes a strange power. Furniture in the library starts floating in the air. Mr. Wang arrives and calmly explains that Hu Baiyi's blood became contaminated by demonic energy during the attack, and now he carries supernatural abilities that could eventually consume him. Confused and shocked, Hu Baiyi uses his new power to force Mr. Wang to reveal the truth. The library transforms into an ancient tomb, and Mr. Wang shows that he is a protector of the nation. Hu Baiyi also sees guardian spirits, including Kang's sons, watching over him. Mr. Wang reveals that long ago, Prince Yi, Hu Baiyi's predecessor, led humanity against a technologically advanced demon race that once ruled Earth. And now, Hu Baiyi carries the same destiny. Long ago, Prince Yi sacrificed himself to lock away the demons inside a tower. Most demons left the planet afterward, but a few stayed behind, disguised themselves as humans, and even married people to hide in plain sight. They are now searching for Hu Baiyi, because as Prince Yi's descendant, he is the only one who can reopen the tower and free the demons again. At checkpoint 749, Officer Han becomes angry when he learns his team has lost Professor Yang. However, his mood changes when he receives unexpected news. Shirley has woken up and says her memories have returned. She insists on searching for her father together with Hu Baiyi. Han goes to the library to ask Hu Baiyi to join the mission. At first, Hu Baiyi refuses because he still feels guilty and traumatized by all the deaths from their previous journey. But when Han mentions Shirley, Hu Baiyi can't stay away. He misses Yang Ping deeply and wants to know the truth behind her return. Mr. Wang warns him not to go, since demons want to capture him and force open the sealed tower. Yet Hu Baiyi believes he must find answers, especially now that strange beast spirits are attacking Prince Yi's tomb. Hu Baiyi leaves with Wang Kaixuan, who insists on helping. They travel to northern China and meet the new search team: Professor Chen Dong, a determined woman named Cao Weiwei, several soldiers, and Shirley. When Hu Baiyi sees Shirley again, he breaks into tears. She remembers his name, but she keeps her distance and coldly asks everyone to call her Shirley, not Yang Ping. The group crosses the desert on camels. After days of calm travel, a violent sandstorm suddenly surrounds them. They race forward and unknowingly pass through an invisible barrier that blocks the storm and leads them into the abandoned Oil City ruins. Once they dismount, they discover a few members, including Wang Kaixuan, went missing during the chase. The second group, stranded in the desert without camels, heads toward a nearby well. A demon attacks them on the way. They split up while running, but one soldier is killed. When they reach the well, another demon appears and kills everyone except Wang Kaixuan and one companion. The pair finds an old bicycle and eventually reach Oil City to reunite with the others. Hearing about the demons, Hu Baiyi wants to leave before another tragedy happens. But Shirley and Chen Dong refuse, they want to complete the mission. Before they can finish the argument, demons find them, forcing everyone to prepare for battle. The team opens fire on the first demon, believing it's dead. They chase the second demon, but when they look back, the first creature has already disappeared. While the others keep fighting, Shirley suddenly runs toward an abandoned school. Hu Baiyi follows her inside. Inside, he finds bodies hanging from the ceiling and a hole that leads underground. He climbs down and reaches Prince Yi's tomb. A demon attacks him and knocks him unconscious, but Shirley suddenly appears. She controls the demon and sends it away, then uses her powers to lift Hu Baiyi's body into the coffin and closes it before walking off. Meanwhile, more demons enter the town. The team hides on rooftops and fires silver bullets and rockets from above. Although they hit some demons, most creatures dodge the attacks and climb the buildings. Wei Wei avoids being caught by pretending to be a mannequin. She then rushes into a bus and hides inside with Wang Kaishuan while the demon continues to strike the vehicle, trying to break in. Hu Baiyi slowly regains consciousness inside a coffin. At first, he panics and tries to escape, but then something incredible happens. His injuries begin to heal rapidly on their own. Suddenly, the spirit of Mr. Wang appears and tells him that this coffin has the power to bring the prince back to life. The world around Hu Baiyi then turns into darkness, and in the next moment, he finds himself standing in front of a tall tower. There, he finally learns the truth about Yang Ping. The monster that took her carried her into a cave and dropped her into a strange blue flame. The fire burned her body and prepared her to be taken over by the demon queen. Now, Shirley, controlled by the queen, is commanding the demons and sending them into the nearby town. When the monster leaves, Hu Baiyi walks toward the tower to speak with the spirit of the demon queen. She explains that Yang Ping could open the tower door because she is her descendant. She refuses to return Yang Ping's body and warns Hu Baiyi that if he kills her, Yang Ping will die as well. Hu Baiyi promises to find another way, which amuses the queen. She then sends him back to town. Back in town, Hu Baiyi sees a demon attacking a bus. Without hesitating, he shoots the demon and saves his friends. However, he is unable to reach Chen Dong, who is hanging from the edge of a roof and thinking about ending his life before the demons take him. More demons appear, but Shirley steps in to protect Hu Baiyi. She needs him to open the tower door. She throws a car at the demon beast to make it retreat, but other demons continue attacking their friends. Chen Dong is so desperate that he holds a gun to his own head. At that moment, Hu Baiyi looks into Shirley's eyes and realizes that Yang Ping is truly gone. In pain and determination, he shoots Shirley 3 times. Her death causes all the demons to vanish and the tower to collapse. Before falling, Shirley admits that only Hu Baiyi could kill her. She kisses him and then turns back into Yang Ping. Hu Baiyi breaks down in tears, but Yang Ping suddenly speaks. She tells him she is happy to see him one last time. Hoping to save her, Hu Baiyi carries her into the prince's coffin and lies down beside her. When he touches his forehead to hers, he sees her memories. Yang Ping had powers since her childhood, including the power to bring beings back to life. Her mother, however, forced her not to use them. When Yang Ping saw her mother burn in blue fire, she understood that her mother was part of a demon bloodline, demons that once took human form and mixed with humans. This is why Professor Yang spent years studying the tower. He wanted to protect his daughter from her destiny. Hu Baiyi learns that the reason they survived the cave fall earlier was because Yang Ping used her powers to save everyone. Before the vision ends, Yang Ping tells him she loves him and begs him not to stop searching for her father. Honoring her wish, Hu Baiyi leaves the desert with his team on camels. As they travel farther into the desert, a gigantic beast watches them from a distance. If you enjoyed this Chronicles of the Ghostly Tribe 2015 movies full recap, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and thanks for watching.